in this case the Getty Rada drummer. Heading back to the cathedral. Show the bracelet, and then we're good, I think. Alright, you just need to ask about the voodoo, let's see, the Rada drummers first and then the voodoo Alm 4. Because you don't get the Rada drummers option until you talk to him. Copy down the snake tattoo and then run right back to the bookstore. This day is actually quite short. You're required to do the research because if you don't have the... Actually, you only need to research one thing in order to end the day, and that is the pattern. The Veve, which gives you the newspaper article, which you can show to Mosley to show that the cult has been around for a long time. But I'm going to do the Rada drums too because I don't want to have to open up more dialogue options with Grace than I need to. And believe me, you don't need any more dialogue options if you're planning on speed running this game. Or as I'm doing, speed playing. Good thing about this day is that there is no unskippable dream sequence, it's just a motorcycle. Vroom. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, today is... Day 5 is the day when you have to collect all your pieces of evidence in order to give back to Mosley, so that he knows what's going on, so that he'll reopen the case. Skip the scene. Okay, so something that important that we skipped was that there was a phone call from Hartridge. Okay, let's see here. So why did we go to the Historical Voodoo Museum? To get choked by a python. Hit the switch. So the only way to get the snake scale is to go back to the St. George's bookstore. And you use the tweezers on the ashtray that Grace so delicately put that snake scale on. Now she's got delicate fingers. It's almost like she's got miniature tweezers. Interesting. Anyway, you have to look at both snake scales in order to put them both together. So magnifying glass on both of them. It doesn't matter that you already magnified one. They have to both be magnified in your inventory, not just outside of it. So now we have the lead. What else is next? Okay, we need to get the notes from Professor Hartridge's desk. Now, as anyone knows, he'll be dead when we walk into the room. Ah! Okay. Hand icon on the notes. Grab the notes, don't even have to look at them. So that actually brings up the Bogun Adag Ogun Badagri and the Dambada options. Okay, it seems like we have everything that we need in order to convince Mosley to reopen the case, which we should have seen in the newspaper on day 4 after the crash interrogation took place. Going in. Here we go. Okay, so you have to ask Mosley to reopen the case before you can show him anything. If you don't ask him to, then what he'll do is he'll say, "The department's not interested," and then you have to open the dialogue options again and ask him in order to trigger the options. Okay, going down the list. What do we need to show? We need to show the article, the snake scales, the pattern, and the notes. Doesn't matter which order you do it in, but I just do it for the sake of compressing all of my key presses. Okay, so he knows everything now. And now he's just gonna walk up, exit the office, and lock up. Smart guy, I guess. Well, at least... I shouldn't say that. Anyway, he walks pretty quickly now. Why don't he walk any faster when he's going out for coffee? Okay, again we have another "it's getting late, Gabriel goes home for the night." So you don't have to worry about any sort of Grace walking out of the door. And because of the busy signal, unskippable dream sequence. Just time to kick back and relax. Okay, here we go. Skip the scene. Alright, since we're in the bookstore, we get the tattoo. So you mentioned the costume party and jealous, which she probably is, but won't admit it until much later. Now, if you've seen the Let's Play for Gabriel Knight 2, or Gabriel Knight 3, you can probably guess it probably is jealousy. Okay, the fastest painter ever. Especially because she used one brush and created multiple colors. How crazy is that? Okay, you don't actually have to read the letter, you just need to grab the key by opening up the envelope. Let's see here. Alright, go to the cathedral. I'm going to go visit a Rada drummer. And without waiting for the actual patterns to show up, I'm just going to type in "Call Conclave tonight, swamp." And that opens up the Bayou Saint-Jean. Sorry about that. Okay. Get the Banya guys to go back to Royal Encanti, which just so happens to be right in front of the police station. Alright, here's the version of Speed Kills video. What was it, number 1, I guess? Speed Kills video number 1. Okay. So, Franks walks out. She talks to the Banya guy. She doesn't have any money. Oh, no. She doesn't have enough money to get Frick's beignets. So he's got to actually stick around and get the beignets and pay the guy. Which gives Gabriel just enough time to use the key and get into Mosley's office. Trigger the key. And because you're walking at full speed, you can run all the way over. Open the drawer, grab the tractor, and then get out. You'll never need to come to Mosley's office ever again. Yeah, it's just kind of nice. There are a lot of places where you just do one or two things and you never ever have to go back ever again. So the choices of options are very limited as you get along in the game. So, here, copy the second pattern. Now, you can try to use the brick on the face, but you have to wait until Toussaint Gervais goes away. Also, if you use the brick before transferring the translation from the first one to the second one, Gabriel will just claim he has no idea what to write. Yeah, he does. He knows what to write. He knows what to do. Or at least you do.